if you want to make your book free or perma-free on KDP, how do you go about doing that? Because Amazon does not have the ability to let us list those books for $0. What does that look like? It's actually very easy to do, but it does require a couple of steps and it might take just a little bit of time. So you need to do this in advance. This is not a day of, oh my goodness, I have the sale, I need to list this as free. That is not the day of. You need to do this a few days before. And if you're going perma-free, which we talk about a lot here on the channel, it's a really great way to market your series. You want to make sure that you have that handled before the day that you want to announce that. So let's step back a little bit. Amazon does not give us the ability to set our books to $0. However, they do price match. If you read the terms of service of using KDP, they will price match other book distributors. So if your book is free somewhere else and somebody finds it, or if it's cheaper somewhere else and somebody finds it, you or they can go to Amazon and say, hey, listen, the book is this much on this distributor. I would like you to price match. And they will say, okay, we got this. So you as the author have the ability to price match your own book. So that means you are actually going to have to go to any of the other distributors that your book is going to be on. So if you're in Kindle Unlimited, this is not for you. This is something that is for wide books that are on Barnes & Noble and Kobo and iBooks and all of those places. If you are making your book free for some type of sale, or you're going perma-free to market your series, you need to do this several days in advance and just keep your mouth shut for your audience so that they don't know what's happening. Some of them might catch it, absolutely, but you don't have to advertise it unless you're ready to be advertising that. So with that in mind, you are going to go to any of the other book distributors. I recommend going to several of them. If you're going to be making this perma-free, or if you're going to be running a sale, you should probably do it on all the platforms. It's not going to be something where you should pick one platform and just have it on sale for free there. So you're going to go over to Barnes & Noble, you're going to go over to iBooks, you're going to go to Draft to Digital, you're going to go to wherever you have your books listed, and you are going to take that book and change it to free. You need to change that down to that $0, and then you're probably going to have to wait a couple of days for all of those distributors to process it. You are going to have to actively watch the links. They don't magically tell you when the price changes, right? So you're going to have to every single day jump on and check to see if Barnes & Noble switched over, or iBooks, or Kobo, or wherever it happens to be. When you have a link, you don't have to have all the links, but when you have one of the links, you are then able to go to KDP and say, hey, listen, my book is free on this platform. Here is the link. Can you please price match this? Now, I have found that if you email them, it takes a lot longer and sometimes it doesn't work. If you get on the phone with them, this is going to be a lot easier for you. And we've talked about the different ways to contact KDP. They actually have several different options, from phone calls to the support chat to emailing in. You have to work with whatever you have available to you, depending on your country and depending on the time that you are trying to reach these people, because it's not always the same thing. Check out that video. It's really helpful for figuring out how to contact them best. But if you have the ability to get somebody on the phone, that is going to work a lot faster and better for you. It's not going to be a multiple day process of email. If you do have to email, do this like literally over a week in advance, because sometimes it takes a really long time. You do want to have an email ready if you're on the phone with them. So you need to show them, you need to prove it, and they're not going to look it up themselves. So when you get on the phone with them, you're going to explain, hey, listen, my book is listed at a lower price on whatever distributor it is. I need you to price match this book. Your email should be up on your computer and ready to go. You can say, this is my book listed at this price. This is the link that I need you to change in KDP. So you're listing both your book and you're listing your book on the other distributors. Have your numbers there, so your Amazon codes there, your ISBN numbers, the things that make it easy for them to find. Have all those ready in the email. And then you are going to use the email associated with your Author Central, your KDP accounts, so that they know it's really you trying to change this. So get on the phone with them and let them know that you need to price match, and it's usually a pretty quick process. They will go in, they will take a look at it. They just have to wait for the email to come through. They will double check it on whichever link you have sent to them. They will pull up your link, and then while they are there on the phone with you, they usually switch that over, and usually within a few hours to a day, that will switch over. Now, if you do want your book to be perma-free, all you have to do is not make a peep. Once it has been translated over to $0, Don't say anything, and do not touch the page on your book listing that has the price. Don't mess with it, because if you do, it will reset it to that price and you'll have to go through this process again. So you can leave your book perma-free for years once you have price matched, as long as you don't get in the way of them realizing it's still free, because they don't like free books over on Amazon. They want things that are going to be making them money and making you money as well. So you have the ability, if you are doing just like a sale, just a weekend or a week or whatever, where you're giving away the first book in a series or whatever it happens to be, to fix it, all you have to do then is go into your book listing and reprocess that book fee. So whatever the cost is, you just go in and you just click on the little buttons and you click save, and then within a few hours to a day, that usually translates back over to the paid version of your book, depending on what you do and how you want that handled. If you have questions on how to do this, go ahead and drop that down below. It's very easy to make books free and perma-free on Amazon, but it is a several-step process, and you do have to talk to somebody, or you have to navigate the messy, murky waters of email through contacting KDP. But you have the ability to do that, and it has to start by listing your book free on other platforms. And keep in mind, KDP price matches. So if you go and put it free on KDP and then you put the price back up somewhere else, they're going to price match it. They're going to price match it because they aren't going to keep it on free forever. If they find you making money somewhere else, they want to get in on that as well. So you just have to make sure that it is even across the board, no matter what you are doing. And if you've got questions on how to navigate the world of KDP, go ahead and drop those down below. We are here to help you make this your most profitable year ever in your publishing, from your writing to your publishing to your marketing, to take the time and stress off of your plate so that you can live your best author life while also living your life, because your author business is working on your behalf every single day. We will see you in the upcoming episode.